Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
You all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun.
No. Y'all, just stop. This is a sham. Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, November 11th. I'm Jeff here with my friends Erica and Tori, looking good.
Hey.
Feeling good?
Always.
I look like I'm going skiing, don't I?
How was the ride? How was the ride in on the Mayflower?
Oh. America the new.
Okay. You roll with it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's get to it, guys. The CMA Awards were in full force last night. The show opened with host Luke Bryan taking a jab at Aaron Rodgers. Take a look.
We're following all the health protocols to keep everyone safe. And it is so great to be here with all my fellow artists, tested and together. Or immunized? Who is it? Just playing.
Ooh, and the cameras then went to Carrie Underwood, who gave a little side eye right there, huh? She didn't like that crack. You know why? Because her husband, former NHL player Mike Fisher, has defended Aaron's decision not to get vaccinated. All right, so Carrie lost out to Luke Combs for Entertainer of the Year. Other notable moments, TJ Osborne kissed his boyfriend after winning Vocal Duo of the Year. He came out as gay earlier this year. And Jimmy Allen got emotional after being named New Artist of the Year. He's only the second black country artist to get the award, and Mickey Guyton performed her song Love My Hair with Brittany Spencer and Madeline Edwards. The song was inspired by Faith Fenady, who was sent home because her braided hair violated her school's hair policy in Louisiana.
Yeah,
is this a moment?
Faith actually introduced her. One of our viewers sent me this video like late last night or early this morning, and I was like literally in tears early, like 6 a.m. this morning. I'm like, this is so beautiful.
I love that though.
Yeah, and you know, it just, I was supposed to go to the CMAs. I've worked in country music or country radio for a little bit, and I was supposed to go to the CMAs. Mickey Guyton was very early on at that point. Side note, she's not played on any country stations across America.
That's crazy.
So that is an issue. But yeah, I was really excited to be a part of the evolution of that genre.
Right.
Unfortunately, they pulled my ticket before I was able to go. The radio station.
Oh, okay.
Not
the country, yeah,
right.
CMAs.
Yeah, they sent someone else instead. I was like, oh, well, that was a missed opportunity. But I was really excited to see how that all went down yesterday.
As I'm sure a lot of other people were as well.
Yeah, I just think country music's opening its doors wider to more of an audience, to more people in there, to a more diverse group. And singing and country music and all music is about opening it up to voices. And I always just go back to like, this is the beginning, but in 10 years, like Al said this morning, this isn't going to seem so crazy, a guy kissing his boyfriend. That's going to seem very normal. But it's lovely to see it start.
Right.
I mean, this is a pioneer who just did that. It wasn't a simple thing he did. He chose to do it. He was on camera. Proud of him, and I think all of it is great.
How about Luke Bryan taking that crack at Aaron Rodgers, kind of? He didn't say everyone was vaccinated. He goes, everyone's tested.
Right.
In this building.
Right.
So not everyone in that building necessarily was vaccinated, right?
I think it was his timing. I don't know if he seemed I don't know. It just didn't go well. I've been there.
All right.
Like right now.
All right, we got the point. I just want. Al's off camera. That was the best laugh you got all year from Al.
I'm
all right, speaking of the CMAs, Nicole Kidman showed off her abs and her height on the red carpet with her husband Keith Urban last night, and we're getting another look at Nicole as Lucille Ball in her upcoming movie. Wow, Being the Ricardos. Take a look.
I need you to help me save my marriage.
How many times I gotta explain where I was and what I was doing?
You gotta explain.
Are you being funny right now?
I'm Lucille Ball. When I'm being funny, you'll know it.
This is getting out of hand.
Madness.
Have you been cheating on me?
The story's made up.
If they boo me,
If they boo you, we're done.
Sorry. I got lost for a second.
Oh, I thought they looked amazing.
I didn't.
What's the problem? Why'd
I think
you
she
boo it?
I don't think she's a great actress, and I think on Twitter it hasn't been received well, and it's only because if you see Deborah Messing dress up as Lucille next to this looks a little terrifying to some people.
You're speaking for the lunatics on Twitter.
No, I didn't feel like that looks like Lucille Ball. That looks like someone trying to be Lucille Ball, and it didn't feel very real. Now, her acting's going to be amazing. It's going to be more of a drama. I'm excited for it. I wouldn't have picked Nicole Kidman, and I stand by that. I don't think she looks...
You're going to die on that hill.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
So Deborah Messing really, to me, comes off as a comedic actress.
Yeah.
Knowing that this is a more dramatic role,
yeah.
would you have picked Deborah Messing for drama? Like, leave the Lucille Ball out.
For sure. You mean
so you would have picked Deborah Messing for a dramatic role?
No, I'm saying for sure for your question. I don't know if I would have, but I certainly wouldn't have picked someone so recognizable as Nicole Kidman. I might have picked an unknown. To me, I need someone to disappear as Lucille Ball to get into it. To me, I'm like, that is Nicole Kidman for sure with bad eyebrows. That's just my take on it. It just doesn't remind me of Lucille Ball in any way, shape, or form as other people really disappear into that look. Maybe I'm the only one in the whole place.
They are
probably.
Actors.
I know they're actors, but I don't think it looks good. I really don't. I think it looks kind of scary.
So when she wins an Oscar,
boo-worthy?
Yeah, I don't think she looks good. I think they kept that for a while because we didn't
Michael Dean, write down the date and time, stamp this now, so when Nicole Kidman wins an Oscar, it won't be hard to go back and find this moment.
Oh my God. You know, I do think it's interesting though, Tori, because you're always talking about as an art history major and how there is this like cinema, or there's a message within the work. We're not used to seeing this side of Lucille Ball. So maybe this was a creative choice to use someone like Nicole Kidman as opposed to someone who would disappear and emulate Lucille Ball too closely.
But the problem is when I want to go see the Ricardos, or being the Ricardos, am I saying it right?
Yeah.
I want to disappear into Desi and Lucy, and I know that she has a tendency to disappear. Nicole Kidman's a fantastic actress, but what I see, in which I think they saved this teaser for the one, not the first one, but the second one, is because she just doesn't, to me, resemble or get the heart of it at all with the face at all.
That's fair. That's perfectly, listen, it could be
subjective.
Cats Part 2, and it could be a bomb.
Totally.
And then timestamp it, and we're going to play my clip.
That's right.
Okay, so to your credit. But we'll see. I'm actually looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Coming up on DBL, did you know David Copperfield has a secret museum closed off to the public? Don't miss our interview with the magician, where he reveals how to get a look inside. And drama on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is leaked. Did someone tip off the feds to Jen Shah's location?
Love my hair. Love my hair.
Closed captioning provided by
I don't think
so. Erica was just kind of catching me up. I don't know if you want to reveal too much, but maybe give the set the storyline.
We're about to talk about because Jeff was like, what's going on, the backstory. So this is a Bravo show, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and a member of the cast was arrested by Homeland Security. Now, this is a story we've been talking about for quite some time because it just so happened, we don't know if it's, we don't know if it was set up or not. It certainly wasn't set up by the feds, but maybe a little bit by production. They were filming and going on a cast trip. So this is where it kind of starts off.
Is she in big trouble?
Yeah, what's she arrested for, Erica?
She's what is the official? It's
Homeland Security.
Yeah, I can't believe it's
I thought
it was like immigration.
Telemarketing scheme.
So Housewives just information and like making money off of it, but not in a good way.
But she was scamming.
In a legal
like
way.
basically, every time somebody calls and tells me about my car warranty expiring, I curse the name of Jen Shah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So that's where we're at, and it picks up from there because this week we got more information and we saw what led to the arrest. So that's what we're talking about next.
Are we gonna get a cop conspiracy?
This is gonna be.
I don't know. There might be a cop conspiracy.
All Erica, I feel like.
Yeah.
With a lot of questions from me and Tori.
So Deborah Messing, just so y'all know, is trending because so many people are like, this is terrible and scary. But I might be wrong. If you guys disagree with me, come at me. That's totally okay. I like her acting. I think she's a great woman.
At what point is that like that's steeped in bitterness? Like
no,
it's at the end.
I love Nicole Kidman,
but it comes across. No, I'm talking about like. You know, it's kind of like it's in bad form
as opposed to that.
But it's I'm not a huge, like, I'm not like all up in this thing. But I do think it's bad form as an artist to not at least shoot it down to be like, hey, this is who got the role. Like, because
that is better.
I like when Chris gets fired.
Than that, I don't think that's Deborah Messing.
Welcome back to DBL. More drama from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and it's all over who knew what about Jen Shah, who was arrested shortly after the other housewives headed to Vail. In a preview of Sunday's show, the ladies think someone tipped off the police about where Jen was. Take a look.
How would they even know? And how would they know that? How would they even know?
Someone told them?
No, she's not with us. When she got that call, she left. And I talked to Tony Kay and Ryan, and they just said, do not talk to any law enforcement without either one of them there. I think Meredith might know something.
Ooh, so Meredith was not on that bus with the other ladies at the time. She made her way to Vail earlier. So, Erica, I'm not sure, we're going to go to you. I'm not sure which tone to take. I felt like I was setting up like a forensic files when I first did
Kind
that.
of.
Now
Okay.
it's like, well, she's not on the bus and they're drinking champagne, so maybe it's not that serious.
Well,
what's going on?
There's never a bad occasion to drink champagne.
All right, fair enough.
In sickness and in health, in scandal and in calm, all right? So here's what's going on. Jen Shah is basically wrapped up in like a telemarketing scheme that Homeland Security and NYPD were part of this investigation. Keep in mind, they are in Utah and NYPD is there. So you know you are in Homeland Security. So you know you're in big trouble, right?
That's federal.
So basically, every time you get a call that tells you some warranty is expired, yo, blame Jen Shah. I'm very upset with her right now. So she couldn't come up with a reason for why she had all of this money. First of all, I knew that her houses were rentals. There's absolutely nothing wrong with rentals. However, when you make it seem like you have all this money and you're wearing Fendi, Gucci, Dolce, Sates, all this stuff, and you ain't got no real money or a way to show for it, that's when the ding-ding-dings come up. So this bus ride is the women pontificating about what could have possibly have happened. Now, we're going to keep a close eye, Cobb's conspiracy, on Lisa Barlow, okay? Now, the reason why is because Lisa has become very chummy with Jen Shah. Now, it's unclear if she actually has something to do with any of this as it pertains to Jen. Very interesting that she would throw Meredith's name in the mix because now she's trying to cast a shadow of doubt onto Meredith that Meredith may be the whistleblower. Why did she call all 11 of her attorneys? Why does she have 11 attorneys? Lisa Barlow, we have questions and we need answers. This woman, since the beginning of the season, has been stirring the pot in everybody's business, trying to create all these other storylines. Why? I think it's called Deflection 101. So we are watching Lisa Barlow because she is the real person to watch. Jen, I don't know what's going to happen with that girl. That was next level.
Are you following?
It's brilliant.
Slow clap?
It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, I am following, and I think that we're seeing a lot of these housewives get looked at for fraud. I mean, Erica Jane, this is the second one. It's just, I wonder.
Teresa Giudice.
Yeah, are these the real housewives? Or are these not the real housewives?
Well, you have to wonder sometimes about how people are making their money and how they're showing these lifestyles.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, 1 and 1 doesn't equal 10.
I want Erica to be a minister in sickness and in health and in scandal and conspiracy. That's the best line. That's the best. We need to get you together with Andy Cohen. I'd love to have him on the show, but you guys could
we
have a
should
moment.
get Andy on the show.
I love me some Andy. Coming up on DBL, David Copperfield. He's stopping by DBL. How about that? And he didn't leave without showing us a crazy illusion. That's next.
Veterans Day and Memorial Day both honor those who served our country, with one main difference. Memorial Day honors military members who have died, while Veterans Day recognizes the service and sacrifice of all America's veterans. Then there's the date. Memorial Day changes because it's observed on the last Monday in May. Veterans Day, on the other hand, is always November 11th. Here's why. Veterans Day originally came out of World War I. Although the war technically ended with the Treaty of Versailles, the fighting stopped months earlier. The Allied nations and Germany agreed to a truce that took effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month back in 1918. A year later, President Woodrow Wilson declared November 11th Armistice Day. In 1926, Congress made a formal declaration calling for a celebration of peace. 28 years later, Congress changed the name to Veterans Day, making sure it honored all American veterans, not just those who served in World War I. And that's connecting the dots. For 9 News Morning.
This November, don't miss a minute of DBL. I cannot wait.
You want to play it safe? Nah, girl, we want to know.
You don't feel like that's a little bit weird?
No. I got to agree with Tori here. Hey, stop. I don't want to hear it.
Here's how I feel. Okay, stop.
I know.
You mean like hooligans?
Is the hooligan problem under control?
There's no such thing as ghosts. I'm talking about.
We're off to a good start. DBL is always all new every day.
Welcome back to DBL. Earlier, we chatted with the man, the myth, the legend, David Copperfield. That's today's Chatting with the Stars.
He has made the Statue of Liberty disappear, walked through the Great Wall of China, and has always made the impossible somehow seem possible. You know and love this household name. Please welcome to DBL the legendary magician, David Copperfield. We are so ecstatic to have you here. We also have your incredible book. But David, if a magician never reveals his secrets, I gotta know, how did you yourself learn magic, especially because before the internet, I mean, now you can just Google a trick, you can YouTube it. There was none of that ever existed. So what did you do?
Well, I started as a ventriloquist, as your producer Bert Brown knows, by idolizing a guy named Paul Winchell, who was our mutual hero. And I really was bad as a ventriloquist, so I started doing magic. And I found a shop that I recreated here called Tannen's in New York.
Wow.
And I went to the shop that I've kind of recreated in this location here, and you know, fell in love. This is a place where you come and you see Orson Welles working on magic, and Johnny Carson working on magic, or J.J. Abrams. In fact, he has a whole TED talk about the mystery box and going to this exact store as a kid and how it informed his storytelling, and you know, Star Wars and all that. It all began with the passion for this amazing art that magic is.
And how old were you at the time?
I was about 8 years old, you know, but I was, you know, I was bad at everything else, including ventriloquism, but magic I was good at.
David, your aura, just like the way you talk, is very like, I feel like you're doing something on me right now. I don't even know, it's just like your aura.
Captivating.
It's wonderful. All right, so you've got your
Thank
own.
you. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
And he hasn't aged.
I know.
What is
something
happening?
that you're just standing there and I'm drawn in. Like the way, like, I got to work on that, my presence. Like.
And what skincare cream is he using?
I don't know.
Ask.
He's got a lot of secrets.
Okay.
So speaking of secrets, you got your own secret museum, which isn't public, but like you mentioned, our EP, Bert, has been there. Will it ever be open to the public, David?
I can't do tours for the public in this museum because there's so many secrets involved that we wrote this book. And this book is right there, is an amazing book that gives people a personal tour of the museum.
I love the idea that you're just curating how to share it, because that space is so sacred. It's like you have to protect that energy. You know, people bring in a lot of energy. You got to keep that protected. So you said magic was the way of communicating and being accepted. Would you consider yourself to be an introvert?
I think, all of us are looking for a way to express ourselves. We all have that need to feel special and to communicate. Magic was my way. Magic was the thing that in school when the baseball wasn't that great. That wasn't horrible. Wasn't that great. The soccer, not that great. But I did magic, and kids go, oh, okay, you're pretty cool. So it was a motivation for me to keep going. And, we all find our paths. Sometimes it's sports for some people, but like all you really beautiful people on the panel there, handsome and beautiful people, you found a way of communicating, right? That's why Bert Dubrow, has you working there, right? Because you're able to communicate your aura. Magic was my way.
You've been performing for 50 years, and you do 15 shows a week. I really thought when I read that you were going to say a year. 15 a week. So you've clearly reached success beyond anybody's imagination. So why are you still doing this? Why are you on our show right now? Now that I'm happy you are. I just don't know. I would be on my private island saying, miss me with all your calls. But he's here. So why are you still doing this?
I like it.
That's awesome. It's simple. Yeah.
Passion. I enjoy what I do. I'm very lucky,
What were you most excited to show your readers about your very secretive world?
It's an amazing amount of lives and stories. All of these ladies and gentlemen who perform magic have amazing stories that you can really relate to.
David, we know you're a busy guy. Is there anything you could show us before we let you go?
A little magic?
Free show.
Yes, I'm going to blow your mind.
All right.
I'm going to blow your mind right now. This blows my mind because when I was a kid, I couldn't afford this. This is something I could not afford, and it comes from a magic shop like this. Empty tube, and a little tray here. Put this like this. I need that little flower there. Nice. We have a natural, normal flower. My God.
Oh, is that for me?
It is for you. You have to share.
David, thank you so much. It was such an honor to have you on DBL.
I cannot wait to
share your passion for the power of magic. You can pick up a copy of David's new book, David Copperfield's History of Magic. You can get them wherever books are sold. Thank you so much, David. Have a great day. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
a serious health condition where blood sugar levels are higher than normal, but not high enough to be diagnosed as type 2 diabetes. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 3 American adults are pre-diabetic, but the CDC says more than 84% of those people don't know they have it. A simple blood sugar test will tell you if you're pre-diabetic. The problem is many people aren't getting tested for it. Dr. Griffin Rogers, director of the National Institute of Diabetes, Digestive, and Kidney Diseases at the NIH, says undiagnosed and untreated prediabetes can develop into even worse health conditions.
If you have prediabetes, within the next 5 to 10 years, you have a 50% chance of developing frank diabetes.
If patients aren't getting tested for prediabetes, then is there another way for people to know if they're pre-diabetic? Let's verify. Our sources are the CDC, the American Diabetes Association, Dr. Michael Berry, Vice Chair of the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force, and Dr. Griffin Rogers. Our sources say the short answer is no. There's not a way to know if you're pre-diabetic without a test. But according to the CDC, some people are more at risk for prediabetes than others, including being 45 years or older, having a parent, brother, or sister with type 2 diabetes, and or being physically active less than 3 times a week. According to the American Diabetes Association, quote, there are no clear symptoms of prediabetes, so you may have it and not know it. But before people develop type 2 diabetes, they almost always have prediabetes, unquote.
The task force recommends that for adults aged 35 to 70 who have overweight or obesity, that they be screened for diabetes and prediabetes.
So we can verify, no, there is not a way to know if you're pre-diabetic without a test. So if you want to know, just ask for a test at your next appointment. With your Verify, I'm Adiande Till.
There is, it's a
palpable sense of urgency this year among employers who are looking for seasonal workers.
This year, employers are trying hard to convince you to work for them. Want proof? Just look at jobsiteindeed.com. More than 10% of seasonal job postings there mention urgently hiring. Last year, those words only appeared on 1% of postings. Workers are still in short supply. Some are taking their time getting back into the workforce after either getting laid off during the pandemic or quitting. And frankly, it pays to be choosy. If you're looking for a side hustle this holiday, keep an eye out for how an employer is sweetening the pot. Amazon, for example, is offering a signing bonus of $3,000 in some locations, plus an extra $3 an hour for working certain shifts. The bottom line, do your research and don't be afraid to ask for what you want. The extra money you make will help. The holiday season will be more expensive because of product shortages, among other things. And that's connecting the dots.
It's everyone's favorite time of the week because we've got the sweetest deals from our friends at MorningSave. You're not going to believe the incredible discounts Steph showed Tori earlier. Check it out.
All right, what do you have for us today, Steph?
First up, we've got Had a Neon stainless steel personal blender deal. So it includes one blender, 2 different blending cups, and 2 travel lids. And the blender features 3 adjustable speeds. So normally it's $53. We've got it, Tori, for only $25, saving our viewers 53%. Now, Tori, it's time to get your teeth clean with Fairy Will Electric Toothbrush Duo Set, where you will get 2 bases, 8 brush heads, 2 interdental heads, and 2 cases. So this set has a 2-minute smart timer that pauses every 30 seconds. It's got 5 high-performance brush modes that suit everyone's teeth and gums. So normally it's $100.
Okay, I mean, that's still good.
But we've got it, Tori, for only $49, which means our viewers save up to 51%. Now, this next product is absolutely genius. It is a 2-pack of Estelle rechargeable vanity lights.
Whoa.
So this deal includes 2 vanity lights with 2 USB cords and 2 suction cup holders. So normally it's as much as $46.
Okay, kind of pricey. A little
but
bit.
now it's $19.
Oh, that's great.
Saving 59%. Okay, and last, but certainly not least, we've got double dip fall or holiday nail dip starter kit.
Oh, I love dip.
I know, so you'll get 6 dip powders for your DIY nails, as well as applicators to make this a professional salon look. So great nails are as simple as coat, dip, file, and shine. Normally, these are as much as $90, but we've got it, Tori, for $35, saving 61%.
Head on over to MorningSave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit MorningSave.com right on your smartphone. Again, thank you so much, Steph.
We were just talking at the break. Great deals, but we were just talking at the break about Three's Company. Old show. I think Lucille Ball kicked the whole thing.
I think you're absolutely right. But that was a great show, Three's Company.
Great show. And I think Meet the Ricardos is going to be a fantastic movie.
I don't.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place.